All the incidents and characters in this story might be completely fictitious. And any resemblance to you or me might be purely coincidental. Where should I start? The name of the town? It's a town. It's got houses and stores and churches and schools. 90 minutes on the freeway to the big city. You'd never know it, would you? Main Street. Don't believe me. Here's the sign. Dress shop. Antiques. Shoe store. Holloway's. Porter's first store. He's got 5 others now. They breed like rabbits and make about the same social contribution. George Phipps teaches here. If you're trying to remember the names, don't bother. You'll meet them all in good time. Surprise. Culture. It's Saturday, the first Saturday in May. Trout are snapping, golf balls are clicking, daffodils are blooming, and if you're Brad Bishop, your daddy was rich. Brad's family owned the place before he was born. Now it's his. It's a good house. Traditional foundation, gracious, not too formal. Well built with an unexpected turn here and there. I'm talking about Brad. He gave me my first black eye right here under the stairs. We were 12. He gave me my first kiss, too. We were older. Deborah. 2 years ago, Brad went off to Mill Creek, Utah for a week of skiing. He came back 6 months later with a half-healed spiral fracture and a wife. Most people would have settled for one or the other. Well, you know how it is. You're far away from home, a lonely hospital room, in comes a pretty nurse, and what do they say? A uniform can leap social barriers in a single bound.
All right, Mrs. Bishop, I'll take care of it. What, was it a very antique? No, don't tell me. Bury it out back and I'll dig it up at midnight. I don't try crazy. Did it belong to Brad's mother? No. Don't tell me that either.
Tomas will carry those to the car.
He can get the relish. It's in a can in the back. It must weigh about 15 pounds. Tell him to lift from the bottom, or he'll end up with a hernia. Oh. I forgot to wake him. Brad?
What was an Indian made?
Breakfast!
Okay, I'll be down at 5.
Make it 3.
I
still have to pick up Rita. And the boat leaves at 9.
Well, don't wait for me.
I want to wait for you.
What?
I said I want to wait for you.
Thank you. Thank you, nurse.
Wash behind your ears, Mr. Bishop.
No. Go eat your breakfast.
Grandma Spencer says people who eat alone die alone.
Yeah. Well, I promise we'll die together. We'll drive over a cliff together when we're 90 years old. We'll be buried side by side. A mysterious red rose will pop up from our grave in the form of a candy sampler. And Ripley's, believe it or not, will pay millions for the rights to our story.
You used to like making love before breakfast.
It's late.
Well, this'll just take a minute.
You got me confused with the other guy. What's his name? The chicken farmer.
Wilfred. And he was the mailman.
You sorry you didn't marry him?
Are you?
He wasn't my type.
I broke a vase. as you come in.
The Ming Dynasty vase. The pink Ming Dynasty vase, the one signed by Emperor Ming.
Oh, Lord, Brad, Oh, you rat!
Come on, Mrs. Ming. You're gonna miss your boat. Open it.
What if you hadn't broken your leg? Frightens me sometimes, really. I'm serious. I mean, what if you'd stuck to the bunny hill where you belonged? We'd never have met. You ever think of that?
Never. Open your present.
You'd have skied right out of Mill Creek, back here and into the arms of Miss Wright.
Would you open your present, Miss Roman?
All right. When I count my blessings, I always include your spiral fracture.
You like it?
Who wouldn't? It's stunning.
You know, I was driving down the street, I saw it in the window, and I said, "That's Deb." I did a swift U-turn, and a cop gave me a ticket.
I'm sorry that you got a ticket.
Don't leave it out. Kate can press it. You can wear it tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, the club, the dinner dads. Hello. Oh, thank you. Kate, would you ask Tomas to put my overnight bag in the car? I'm going to take the convertible. Yeah, the meeting in San Carlos. I told you about it.
You didn't say anything about staying overnight.
Well, you never know. The bag's just in case. Don't worry, I'll call you.
Well, if I'm at the picnic, can you call back?
I'll leave a message with Kate.
Please call back after 6.
You're going to be at the club.
I won't go without you.
Why not? I don't mind. George and Rita are going to drop by.
Well, I mind. Oh, let me come to San Carlos with you. I'll sit in a corner. I won't say a word. I'll disguise myself as a pole lamp.
Deb, there's nothing to do in San Carlos. Look, if you don't want to go to the club tonight, don't go. That's all.
Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
I thought we agreed you were going to stop asking that question.
I'm not like Addie Ross.
Addie. Where'd she come into this?
You wish I were more like her.
When did I say that? I never said that.
You don't have to say it.
This is a stupid conversation. You're going to be late. Rita went to a lot of trouble to get you into the junior league.
You bought me this dress.
What's wrong with that? I thought you'd look beautiful in it.
Why? Because Addie Ross looked beautiful in it at Mrs. Hanley's fundraiser last month.
Wait a minute.
It's the same dress.
Dad.
I'm late for the picnic.
Women. Now, this is a street where people on the way up and on the way down live alongside each other. For a while.
Hi, Darcy. Hi, Shannon.
Rita and George Phipps are on their way up, if Rita has anything to say about it. And she does.
How short are we? All right, I'll hold. Never stops. Oh no. Sadie? Sadie? Hello, sweetheart. Sadie? The baby. He wanted out. Watch your step.
You talking to me?
I'm on hold.
Hang up.
I can't. It's Frank. Oops. Yeah. Frank, no, that's all right. Look, Frank, it just doesn't make sense for Randolph to tell him about the merger. Yeah. Well, why can't you tell Polikoff that?
Something.
Wait a minute. What about a scene with Jennifer and his mistress, huh? Huh? Well, just tell... You don't want to get it shot. Get that out of your mouth. Not you, the baby. Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't know you were trying to quit. Sadie! What? Oh, whoa, whoa. Why by tonight? Where's he going? Can't you pouch it? Oh, damn it, Frank, all right. I said all right. I'm not upset. I'll write it. I think it's a stupid scene. I love you too. Bye. Where's Sadie? More changes. More changes. Polikoff wants Randolph to tell his father about the merger. Why? Why would he do something so stupid?
I don't know. Why would he?
Because the network wants him to. Because Ted Polikoff thinks Randolph is weak. He's supposed to be weak, isn't he? He's supposed to be weak.
What time did you come to bed last night? Or did you come to bed last night?
I didn't look.
Finish the rewrite?
Yep, typist should be coming for it. If she's not here, oh my God. If she's not here for it by 10, would you call it, please?
Well, you better tell Sadie I won't be here.
Oh, going fishing, dear?
Yeah, that's right.
We gotta get home early from the club tonight. Frank wants me to watch his new series.
Isn't it enough he interrupts breakfast? Does he have to cut into dinner, too?
Those interruptions are paying for our new car.
We didn't need a new car.
According to you, there isn't anything we need, George.
I just don't see why you have to work night and day to please what's-his-name.
He's my executive producer, and you damn well know what his name is. I notice you don't mind driving the car.
Now Deborah's blaming herself and wishing she hadn't said anything. She'd like to turn around, go home and apologize. But she doesn't dare keep the Junior League waiting. In just a little while, she's going to wish she had gone back. She's going to wish it with all her heart.
Hi. Where was George off to so early?
The call of the wild. He likes to capture large, smelly water animals and bring them home and lay out their entrails on the kitchen counter. Wish he'd take up tennis.
Fishing? Dressed like that?
They dress in Mill Creek for trout season.
Not in a sport coat.
That's right. His good blue one, too. In the 200 years I've known George, he's never missed the first day of trout season. Well, the world must be coming to an end, that's all. Oh, boy, I wish it would come to an end. I'd be spared rewriting the second act.
You're not bringing your work on the picnic.
If I could get this show done, there's a chance it might go to series. Series, from the old Latin word serioso, meaning lots and lots of money. No more writing episodes of Telegraph Hill. I'll scribble when the kids play ball. Addie pitches better than me anyway.
Addie volunteered for this picnic?
Yeah, children love her. Dogs, too. It's an unexplainable phenomenon, you know, like the Bermuda Triangle.
I can't picture Addie playing baseball.
Which is one of the first girls to get into Little League. Or fastball, of course.
You know, I've just realized something.
What?
No matter how we start out, whatever we're talking about, we always end up on Addie Ross.
If she knew, she'd be thrilled.
You think I don't know? That's right. I'm Addie. The one they can't stop talking about.
Addie doesn't care what anybody says about her as long as they say it. Preferably in neon letters a foot high. She's been like that since we were kids.
Rita, my dearest friend. If you think you've got something to talk about now, just wait.
Nikki? Nikki? Where is your sister?
In the bay, I hope.
Over here! Can't stop to chat. I'm looking for a hungry shark. Where's Rita?
Anybody seen Addie? We just elected her to lead us in the group sing.
Addie Ross? Yeah, she couldn't make it. What? That little... She was supposed to bring the sodas. What are these kids gonna drink? Oh. A man brought the sodas. Is that too tight? No.
He brought a letter also. Claire, I have that letter from Addie. It's addressed to all three of you.
The three of us? And how diplomatic. We're in alphabetical order.
Don't open it.
Oh, come on. Don't you want to hear her excuse for the no-show? It's bound to be a beaut. Bet she broke a nail. Dearest friends. Oh. You know I hate goodbyes. As you read this, I'm on a plane heading east. I doubt we'll ever see each other
I don't
again.
believe it. Just like that? Did she say something to you?
Well, she sold her car last week. I asked her why she was selling a brand new car.
I doubt we'll ever see each other again. This town has meant so much to me. I never want to forget it, or the people in it. They say you never leave people you love, that you take a small piece of them with you wherever you go. And that's what I've done. I'm not going east alone. I've taken a husband, one of yours.
Joke, what else could it be? All right, it's a sick joke. But consider the source. Addie's probably having lunch right now at Enrico's, chortling into her white wine over the thought of us sweating out a trip to Marshall Island. We'll come back with sugar bites and ulcers. She'll be on the dock with a mariachi band.
Laura May said Addie sold her car.
People sell cars, Deborah. Doesn't necessarily mean they leave town afterward.
I think I'll get rid of these.
She's pretty upset.
Maybe she has good cause.
You think it's Brad?
That lets you and me off the hook, doesn't it?
Where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Yeah, you alive in there? It's almost 7.
I can't go out this way.
You're darn right. You should wear a dress.
Say I'm done in from the trip. I can meet your friends another night. They won't mind.
George and Rita are so excited to meet my new bride, they can't even find a keyhole. Now, if I make them wait 24 hours longer, Rita is going to call out the National Guard. Thank you. You, always chug a martini?
Is Rita someone you used to date?
No, Rita's always dated George. They were probably betrothed in the womb.
Oh, it's this haircut. It's the worst I've ever given myself.
Go in town tomorrow and get it fixed. I'm sure Rita probably knows a good place. It looks fine.
You don't think it looks fine. You think somebody Rita knows should fix it.
I think I'm in love with you, and I think you should put some clothes on, or I'm going to be tempted to show you how much.
I wish you would. I wish you would, and we could just stay here and never go out, just us, like it was in Mill Creek.
You, better get dressed. You're going to be here any minute.
Wait. What? What dress should I wear?
Well, I think maybe...
I guess I'd sweat buckets in the wool.
Right. Why don't you wear the blue? Blue's fine. There's a hairdryer under the sink. You okay?
George, He's the one who owns the department store?
No. That's Porter Holloway. You'll meet him at the club. George is the assistant prof over at the college.
And his wife writes a TV show.
Right.
Now kick me if I say something dumb, okay? Hard, so I'll be sure to feel
I
it.
know. These people are my best friends. I've known them all my life. There is nothing to be afraid of.
Mountains. Mountains. More mountains. Aren't there any pictures of Deborah?
He was flat on his bum when he met Deborah. He was drinking water from a glass straw when he met Deborah. He was master of the bedpan when he met Deborah. Expect a man to operate an Instamatic? Oh, mine.
Boys, you take terrible pictures, you know that?
Thanks.
I can't tell if this is a ski slope or the inside of someone's nose.
Trying to see whether the shutter was working.
George, will you stop clowning around? You're gonna smash some bric-a-brac or something?
I'm gonna see what's keeping Deb the trip.
Oh, let me go. If she broke a zipper, what good are you, huh?
Race.
Act your age, George.
Oh, yes, Mother.
Yeah, let's go. End of the room. Now.
Watch out!
Oh, that's unfair. You can't.
Hey!
Oh, boy. Thank you.
How about you?
Me?
Did you marry your mother? Don't get me wrong. I always liked your mother. In fact, I don't think I ever told you this, but in the 7th grade, I started having some very dicey dreams about the old girl.
Oh,
In fact, there's one thing I call mine even today. It gives me solace in my lonely moments to
Anybody home? It's Rita Phipps. Are you in there? Hello? Rita Phipps. Do you like Deborah, Debbie, Deb, or none of the above?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want. My dad still calls me DB from when my brother was 2, and he couldn't say my name. Of course, at the hospital, it was Deborah, unless they want you stat, and then it's just nurse. I'm sorry.
Well, I just came up to realign myself. If we don't get to the club soon, there won't be any escargot left. Your husband will wither and die. Did you know he was an addict?
I'm not going. I have an awful stomachache.
You're supposed to say headache. It's a more genteel excuse. But you can't get out of this. You're the main attraction. Nobody's talked about anything else since we got Brad's telegram. The Holloways are already at the...
Is there really a wife up there, or are you having us on?
Louis Armstrong or Louis Armstrong?
I never figured you for love at first sight.
It wasn't first sight.
Ah, the sponge bath, then.
Don't tease her, Elmo. She's got the jitters.
Ah, new bride, new house, new people. Why shouldn't she have the jitters? Stuck with you through sickness and poverty. I don't think she's after your money. Damn it. How could you run off and get married without bringing her home for your loved ones to pry and poke?
You hit the nail on the head.
You really married Elmo?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Was it loneliness? Biological time clock ticking? A primitive urge for an heir? Farmer with a shotgun?
Don't I look like a man in love?
Yeah, but I thought it was Addie.
Kid stuff.
For the real thing.
Just out of curiosity, how many have you had?
Back home, we call it Dutch courage.
What's wrong, huh?
I'm wrong. This is wrong.
I even come up with a wrong excuse. What am I doing here?
I think you look very pretty in that outfit.
I know. Turns heads every time I wear it to a church supper. I'm small town Mrs. Porter. Phipps, I'm not stupid.
Oh, no one's gonna care about what you're wearing. They just want to meet Brad's new wife.
And here she is, straight from the mountains of Mill Creek. Never been to Paris, never even been to college. Isn't she a knockout? Isn't she witty? Is it any wonder Brad married her?
We're not such awful snobs as you seem to think. At least I hope not.
Did Brad tell you we got married in the hospital chapel? We did it in such a hurry, you know. I said we should wait, but Brad... Well, I guess you know how he is. Once he makes his mind up, that's... that. The whole time we were saying our vows, I kept praying. Please, please don't ever let him be sorry. It was fine in Mill Creek. All of a sudden, everything's different.
You'll get used to it here.
In a hospital, there's just two kinds of people. The ones who are sick, and the ones who take care of them. It's not a real world. I wish we could have stayed there. What do you people talk about? Years of growing up together, names of teachers, jokes I won't understand, dinner parties, dances, tennis. I love Brad so much. I don't want him to be sorry. Don't you know how scared I am? I'm so scared I'm sick.
Well, I can't turn a pumpkin into a horse-drawn carriage, but maybe. You're going to the ball, Cinderella. Take off that blouse.
Now, you take that belt you're wearing. What'd you pay for it?
This belt?
Yeah, they make, say, 20,000 of them. They give 2,000 to Saks, Neiman's, etc. Retails for about $50, $60. Now, Holloway's picks them up from the warehouse. I put them on the table for $20. Are you listening to me? I make a profit. Yeah. Customer gets a break. The only person that suffers is the poor slob who paid $60 for it.
Mrs. Bishop and Mrs. Addie Ross. Congratulations on your wedding. Shall I open it?
I'll take care of it, Freddie. Thank you.
Who's Mrs. Ross?
Ross. Addie. Brad never told you about her? She's got style. You know, this bottle must cost $250. I never knew a lady who would do a thing like this.
Is she here?
Now, while you're parked in her seat, she's too sporting for that.
Her seat?
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's the guy?
I don't know. He's with the Foresters.
You mean to tell me you dance with a man you don't know his name?
I forgot his name, okay? Don't mind my husband. He's not drunk. He's always a jackass. If he grabs your knee, kick him.
Oh, yeah? Well, we're going home.
You go home. I'll take a cab.
U.S. Cavalry to the rescue. Sit down, Porter. The two of you should watch George and me. We never fight.
Because Rita's never there to fight with.
Maybe you should get a job.
Oh, sit
That's the ticket. We can both retire. Confidentially, Rita makes more with one script than I can earn in a semester.
Well, I don't believe in a woman making more money than a man.
Why not, Porter?
Stinks up the marriage, that's why.
No, that's your cigar.
Well, Laura May makes money the old-fashioned way. She marries it.
Hey, look, let's toast the bride. Where is that groom? Hey, you!
Yeah! Let's cheer this man on, good people. It's only 10 yards to you and me, but a marathon to a poor sot in a plaster cast. Don't quit. Now you can make it. Here, Elmo, you get what's left.
Elmo, what?
Don't tell her.
You, George?
Addie.
She's here?
Home in bed with the bug, I believe. Let's toast her.
Let's toast the bug.
I thought we were toasting the bride.
Here's to Addie and her discriminating good taste in champagne and just about everything else.
Nicely put. That's exactly what Addie has. Discriminating good taste.
Yeah, well, I could buy good taste. Addie has style. You're either born with it or you're not. She was born with it.
Is this going to be a seminar on Addie Ross?
Is there a Mr. Ross?
Divorced.
Brad.
Hey, how are you?
Alex.
Good. You promised me a dance with your new bride.
Well, I don't know, honey. Go ahead. I got my eye on you. You got to dance with the tennis pro.
Brad.
You got to dance with the tennis pro so I can have the court on Sunday morning. Okay? Please. It's important. I can't worry.
Where is she? Hi, Gina. Drink this. I can't. I am not above holding your nose and pouring it down your throat while you kick and scream.
You're a sadist.
I'm a mother. Come on, Dad. Get
You
up.
know, this reminds me of the time I dressed Aunt Lacey's
Oh,
horse.
how lovely. Do go on.
Has Brad... Did he leave the club?
Without you, he's right outside the door, wringing his hands, pacing up and down, wondering if you'll ever be able to forgive him.
Forgive him?
For making you dance with that pigeon-toed tennis jockey. Drink up.
What is that?
A new inner tube.
I'm gonna be sick.
No. No, you're not. Drink. Good girl.
Never eat at a place called Mom's, never play cards with a man named Doc, and never drink champagne sent by Addie Ross. Didn't they teach you anything at nursing school?
What's wrong with Addie Ross?
Not a damn thing.
Porter said I was parked in her seat.
Well, she and Brad used to see each other, that's all.
See? Oh, that's good. That's pretty. I like that. What do your kids say when they have to pee?
Back in high school, a million zillion years ago.
Ouch.
Ready?
For what?
For going back to the table and taking a bow.
I fell flat on my face out there.
You did? I didn't see that. Did you see that, Rita?
Not me. Come on. Brad's pulling his hair out.
Yeah, and the bishops tend to run bald as it is.
Would you just tell him I'm okay?
Why don't you tell him?
Here we go. Oh, I guess he must have gone back to the table.
Oh, there he is.
Well, Addie got here after all. Will I still play the violin?
Debbie,
Hold on to that.
honey, Addie's been divorced for 5 years. If Brad wanted her, he had his chance. I mean, he wouldn't wait until now. It just doesn't make sense, you know?
Stop patting me on the head, poor Debbie. Maybe it isn't poor Debbie, so quit feeling sorry for me. Maybe I should start feeling sorry for you.
Hey, wait a minute.
Was George going fishing in his good blue jacket? Of course he wasn't. So where did he go? You don't know, do
He
you?
can fish in his pajamas. It's none of your damn business. All right? Hey, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Listen to us. Pretty soon we'll be pulling hair. I'd just love that.
Yeah. I guess she would.
I'll kill myself before I do something Addie would love.
If that starts to swell, holler.
Thanks.
About my daughter.
Frank!
I'm here about myself.
Oh. Well, how much longer do you think he'll be?
What I'm trying to say, sister,
Should I call back?
I was here.
Hello?
22 years ago, I had a little boy.
Frank!
I
Oh,
wanted
no,
to find
no,
him.
that's all right. I just wanted to...
Gave him up
I just
for
want to know
adoption.
if you got the play.
My
Don't say I
father
gave it to you, all right, because George, he just wouldn't.
You had to have signed the papers.
I know, but... You know, he could change that.
I signed them.
He did read it? He read
My
it?
name was Beauchamp then.
You're a saint.
I'm sure
Don't
you
forget, I
have
didn't give it to you, all right? And I'll see you at 8. 8 o'clock. Here, tonight.
All I want to know is what
It won't be a party without you.
I'm not trying to get him back.
I love you, too.
I need you to go down to Parisian pastries.
The kids are not. And pick up the order. Grill Cambouche and a Concord Grand Marnier.
When the twins are napping, it's my break.
A Grill Cambouche and a Concord.
I can't say those names.
Can you say bread line?
I am his parents' sister. And don't tell me you're about
I always bake him a chocolate cake on his birthday.
Well, this is a very special birthday. I've got something for George that's 100 times better than chocolate cake.
Yeah, well, I make mine from scratch.
Here.
courage are done through the church. Well, you could give me the name of the lawyer then, sister, couldn't you? Could you please? We don't supply the lawyer of the family doctor.
Oh.
Quite frankly, 22 years is a long time. We don't have the facilities for maintaining records.
She didn't.
I doubt if I could help you, even if I wanted to.
Oh.
I understand. Thank you for your time, sister.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's what I love about coming home.
Oh, not you. I just didn't realize how late it was.
Can I turn off the life support system? Yeah, I met with Anderson this morning.
Out here.
Don't you want to hear what he said?
What did he say? George?
This is Spanish.
See. You think a couple of network executives will know the difference?
So you will if they can read.
Then we've got nothing to worry about.
George, I wanted French champagne.
Ah, for your beloved's birthday or because you've invited the Hollywood too?
Both.
Well, it's funny not to be the guest of honor at your own birthday party.
Don't start, George.
I hope I can keep them straight. Let's see. Dopey is president of current programming, and Grumpy, he's the one who's always phoning during meals.
Frank is the executive producer on Telegraph Hill. He created The Inheritors. Do you know how much money he makes in a year?
You have any idea how much Jesse James earned in a year? And that was before income
When I
tax.
say French, I mean French. I'm paying for it.
You're right. My apologies. I'll take them back.
George, just do me a favor. Don't get on the soapbox tonight, okay?
Are you telling me to stay clear of politics
Yes.
and religion?
You know what I'm telling
I wouldn't dream of discussing television or
Good.
any other national tragedy at
Oh,
a party.
thank you. That's a perfect example.
Rita.
George, look. Half of this business is who you know and who your friends are. Frank says he makes more deals at parties than he does at his office.
Maybe he should put some salmon canapes on his desk.
Oh, to hell with this. Let's lock up and not answer the door. We'll drink Spanish champagne, play with our kids, get in bed and feed each other chocolate cake.
There isn't chocolate cake. I ordered croque en bouche.
I'll get it.
George? George, look at what you're doing.
From Addie.
I thought you were still in New York.
Well, this came express courier. Oh, in the name of heaven, where did she find this?
I don't suppose there's a shortage of record shops in New York City?
Hauser conducting, Frederica Kinski singing a solo. There couldn't be more than a few hundred of these still floating around, cut in Vienna just after the war. Addie's amazing, just the fact that she remembered.
Did you ask her to get it for you?
Well, of course not. I suppose we were discussing opera once, and I mentioned it. Come on upstairs. I'll play it for you.
Because when I asked you what you wanted this year, you said there wasn't anything.
There wasn't. There isn't. Coming?
You know, I could use some help down here. I'm not making this party for myself.
You can wait. Come on. You talked to bye-bye last night.
Well, that's what the man said. Lady, I'm in the middle of a story here. The man said it. I couldn't believe it.
Excuse me. Hi, how are you? Everybody, I'd like your attention just for a minute. I'd like to introduce you to Ted Polikoff and Frank Elkin.
Sometimes I wonder how I dare do my job when you think of the power of television. This is the greatest cultural influence in America today. You know, originally I was interested in politics. That doesn't surprise me. I went on the campaign trail with McGovern in '72. I ran myself ragged, and then I realized something. Politics doesn't shape this country. It's a little 12-inch black and white in a motel room on Route 1. And every time I make a decision about a show, I ask myself, what is this saying to the American people? Because that's where my responsibility lies.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John.
They're bringing out the cake now.
Watch.
Yes, I'm coming.
What's this?
We've been married for 20 years, man. Somewhere in all of that
This
time,
is soap
there must
opera
have
you
been a moment
produce?
when you could have flipped
Serialized drama, dear.
over coffee one morning while I
Pardon
was
my
shaving,
French.
or during the drive.
Well, I'm...
Well, then why the hell didn't you?
Yes.
Are you, in the television business, too?
No.
Excuse me. There's no sense arguing with Ted now. Well, what we want is a film commitment for the pilot. And inner city is depressing.
Well, I understand that, but these women are social workers.
What if Evelyn wins a trip to Vegas? That would open up the first 2 acts.
We've been looking for a vehicle for Denise Lane. Frank says your play is right for her.
Oh, he must have it mixed up with something else. It's about 3 men.
Well, it's not written in stone, is it? Eddie, this is a simple matter. Look, Eddie, with one slip of my eraser, your client won't have to worry about our dialogue in the next episode. Would you need the phone? I just have a few more calls. Eddie, it's a simple matter.
Right,
I'm so glad to see that I'm alive.
That's right. Harriet, I told you he was alive.
Yeah. That's why I wore my suit. Like a drop over been reading those tabloids?
I love your wife.
She loves you, too.
I'm gonna get you kids a large Mitsubishi for the bedroom.
Well, thanks, but we don't want one.
How old are your girls?
Our girls are boys.
Well, how's the whole family gonna gather around that little box in the kitchen?
With great difficulty, I hope.
Oh, I read your play. We'll talk.
Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby.
What we want is something with an edge, something sexy, something Monday night, and a title that says it all. That's all I ask.
I don't think the kids should have parents who survived the concentration camps. I think the parents should all be dead. We have to see them. It's a downer.
I agree, and it should be set in the 80s. 80s? Oh, yeah, to make it more accessible. They could be the grandchildren of the dead people. Rita! Rita, sweetie, come here.
Hi.
We were just discussing George's play.
Oh, you read Stolen Children.
Ted thinks it's a vehicle for Denise.
Are you serious?
Would you excuse me? I have to see to my other guests.
George? Oh, George. Johnny, is that all you can say?
Yeah.
Oh, George.
All right.
George.
Do you really think I'd hand over Stolen Children to be ground up and spit out on prime time as a vehicle for a woman whose greatest attributes are blue eyes and nice buttocks?
Please,
George. It's all right. I understand what he's saying. I once wanted to write, but I couldn't stick it out. So I have the utmost respect for people who can do it. I respect you, George. But let me ask you this. On television, your play can be seen by millions of people in one night. Isn't that inviting?
Millions of people get cancer every year. Is that inviting?
Let's not confuse the issue. I never pretended to be out to cure cancer. I'm in the entertainment business.
Well, George knows that.
You're in the business of making whatever bilge will sell the most cat litter to the most people in a 30-second spot. Anything else is incidental, so don't say you're out to entertain or change the shape of the world. Hitler was out to change the shape of the world. You're much more dangerous. You don't have a point of view. You're not immoral, you're mindless. You just want bigger numbers than the next guy. You don't care what you have to do. Smash cars, rape women, pratfalls, murder, whatever it takes. It's all the same. And then you blame it on the public like a dealer blaming the junkie. You're in the noise-making business, fellas. You make so much noise that people can't hear themselves talk. And after a while, they can't hear themselves think. They'll soon be as mindless and as dangerous as you are, an amoral nation of cat litter customers. That's the business you're in.
I'll leave it for morning.
Croque en bouche was swell.
You couldn't let it slide, could you?
I have often regretted my speech, ever my silence. It was an apology.
That was another pompous quote from another pompous poet.
Publilius.
I don't care who he was. He's dead. Nobody gives two pins about Publicus. Don't you ever take a vacation? It must be an awful strain to be God's gift to the teaching profession all day, every day, 24 hours a day.
What exactly do you want me to be?
I gave Frank your play. I asked him to read it.
Rita.
He liked it. He's got 3 pay-or-play deals at the network. There's not a chance in the world he won't want to option it now.
Thank
I am
God.
so sick and tired of your nobility and your wisdom and your precious human values and your utter contempt for anyone who isn't you. I sit in that stinking laundry room every night till 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not Frank. I don't fool myself. I know what I'm writing, and guess what? I don't care. I take the check out of the drawer where I can see it, and I say zippity-doo-dah, and I keep on talking.
What about you and me? You look at that check and you say zippity-doo-dah about us? We never see each other anymore. Does that bother you? The minute the kids are in bed, you lock yourself away with Frank's notes, Ted's suggestions. First it was episodes of Telegraph Hill. Now it's this new show of yours. I wish it were another man.
Why, so you wouldn't feel guilty?
Then I'd know how to compete.
Oh, I don't know how to compete. If I'm not what you want, you can go to hell.
You're not what I want.
If music be the food of love, play on. Love, Addie. Wasn't I supposed to see the note?
That's Shakespeare from 12th Night.
Isn't it wonderful that you and Addie speak the same language since the rest of us are just making noise?
Rita? Sit down. I said sit down.
What for are you going to tell me the truth?
I don't know who you are anymore. You're doing something you hate. Taking orders from people who don't have a tenth of your intelligence and working your butt off for what? What the hell is money if all the rest falls by the wayside? Doing everything I don't want you to earn a buck. We're a team, and if my ego pinches a little because you're pulling more weight, well, that's fine. Let it pinch. Marriage is 2 people supporting each other with something else besides dollars. But you won't let me give you anything. You don't have time for anything. You're driving yourself, doing the work of 6 people, catering to the whims of a couple of idiots. And look at us. You're standing there asking me if I'm cheating on you. Tell me something, Ray. You gone for good?
First thing I'm gonna do when I get home is take a hot bath. First thing? Don't you want to check out the closets first? Make sure nothing's missing.
The letter was addressed to you too, lady.
I know. So how do I know it's not Porter? I don't know.
Then shut up.
Then I don't care. If Porter has an itch for Addie, let the poor slob scratch it. Why should I bellyache? I've got what I want.
Maybe you don't know what you want. You can't make whoopee with a checking account.
Romantic Rita. You know, sometime I'm going to take you on a tour of the Finney ancestral home. The whole tour. All 3 rooms and a walk around Ma's tomato patch. Then we'll talk about what keeps me warm at night.
Oh, hold it. Hey, hey.
Break it up here, kids. Come on, get up. Come on.
Now, March,
No pinching.
why can't you ever admit you love Porter? I know you do. I can smell it.
What you're smelling is my perfume. $100 an ounce. You like it?
You're as crazy to get home as I am. You're dying inside, just like Deborah, just like me. I'd bet on it.
You'd lose.
You want another beer? If you're all out of champagne. I'll get it, honey.
honey. Jordan, deal those cards.
Okie-doke.
What are you doing there? You've been in half an hour.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go.
Okay, play cards.
Ma, will you please make her get out?
Laura May, let your sister into the bathroom.
Honey, you oughtn't to walk around like that. You're catching pneumonia. Get your hands.
I think it's disgusting. Porter Holloway's 50 if he's a day.
Oh, I wish I was that disgusting again.
Ma says to get out.
I got a date, too. A respectable date.
Now listen, your sister's a decent girl. There's nothing wrong with going out with the boss. It's a business date.
You're looking pretty old for someone who was born yesterday.
I'm going to give you a good smack.
You just please make her get out.
Board, here.
Oh, come on, I'm 18.
With a beer.
You don't own that bathroom. There's other people in this house, Lord May.
How do I look, Mother?
Well, Princess Di.
You know, if I was you, honey, I'd show more what I got. Maybe something with beads.
What I got doesn't need beads. Make sure you get a dinner first.
So what is this new job he wants to talk to you about? Is he going to make you a sales girl?
I don't know.
Well, why couldn't he talk to you about it at the store?
How many payments are you behind on the hot water heater?
Now listen, I'll mind my hot water. You just mind yours.
I know what I'm doing. Lay off.
It's him.
Mr. Holloway's out front. His car is a block long.
Get away from that window. You're naked.
Oh, Ma.
He's blowing his horn. Go on, go on.
It ain't Gabriel. Relax.
Oh, my nerves can't take this.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Sadie, would you be kind enough to answer the door?
Oh, I don't know if my union likes me to do this kind of work for free, honey.
Is he coming in?
I mean, now, don't stand up when I introduce you.
Come on in. The door's open. Just follow me.
Good evening, Mr. Holloway. Mother, this is Mr. Holloway. My mother, Mrs. Finney.
Well, how'd you do, Mr. Holloway?
Pleasure. Oh, here's a few.
Oh, how sweet. Thank you.
And you've met Miss Dugan.
She means me. You never knew I got a last name.
Well, would you like a beer, Mr. Holloway?
No, we got to get going. I made
Why
a
don't you
reservation.
just wait and sit down a minute? I'll be right out.
Oh, well, sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Sure you wouldn't like a beer?
No, thanks.
Oh, here, I can
Oh,
take it.
here.
Well, mighty cold for this time of year, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll snow before you know it.
Yeah.
So, how's things in retail?
Fine.
Fine, yeah.
Oh, I saw that special in the papers on those little imported radios.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah. Me and Ma Finney here, we both bought one.
That's nice.
What was that? It's just them commuter trains, Mr. Holloway.
I thought it was an earthquake.
Well, it acts like one.
My radio don't work. It hasn't since I got it home.
Well, I ain't the complaint department.
I'm just making conversation.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, that's what the guy said when I brought it back. But sorry, ain't $14.95 in the bank.
Are you sure you won't have a beer, Mr. Holloway?
No beer.
Well, how would you like a nice cold glass of water?
I hate water. There you go, Sam. That's for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Holloway.
Well, you like it here? Food okay?
I've read about this restaurant in magazines. I've never been, of course.
Well, now you know you like it. You can give a hint to your boyfriend. He can bring you here.
What did you say this was called again?
Creme de menthe.
When I think of all the things you know, things I've never even heard of.
Well, I've been around a little longer, you know. I'm an old man, Laura May.
I don't think a man has anything worth saying until he's past 40.
And your boyfriend, how old is he?
I thought we came here to talk about my job at the store.
Oh, you're so pretty. I bet you got 1,000 guys online waiting for you.
I'm an old-fashioned girl. I don't discuss my private life with anyone, Mr. Holloway.
Porter.
Porter.
Porter?
Oh, George.
Well, I thought it was you. So damn dark here. Don't get up. Oh, are you finishing or starting?
Oh, we're finished. I'd ask you to sit down.
Well, I'm not here alone. Rita and Addie are...
Addie's here with you?
Yeah, I wanted to go to Mallory's. They have electricity there.
Was it her idea to come here?
Addie's?
May I have a cigarette, please?
Sorry, I don't smoke. George Phipps.
That's Miss Finney.
How do you do?
Well, stop by the table before you leave. I'll leave a trail of breadcrumbs.
He seems nice.
School teacher doesn't have a dime. It's getting late. I think we should go home.
Are we going to stop by your friend's table?
I said it's getting late. Look, it's not so late after all. We haven't talked business. Why don't we go to my place?
We can talk right here.
Okay. You had those in the restaurant when you asked George for a cigarette, didn't you?
I guess I just wasn't thinking.
A smart girl like you shouldn't be in the stock room.
I know.
What do you know? You're just a kid.
I have very definite ideas about some things.
Oh, yeah? Well, with a smile like that, you should be up front.
Which department?
Doesn't matter. You just sell the customer what he wants.
Maybe he doesn't know what he wants.
Oh, he knows what he wants, or he wouldn't be there.
Maybe he just came to look.
Nobody likes to go home empty-handed.
What if it's something we don't sell?
We sell it or we wouldn't be advertising it.
We're not. The customer made a mistake.
No, he didn't. The customer's always right.
I told you I have very definite ideas about some things.
All right. Good night, lady.
I had a very nice time tonight, Mr. Holloway. Thank you. Oh, no, look at that. Oh, that's what I get for buying the expensive stuff. Dinner was wonderful. Thank you for a lovely evening.
about tomorrow?
7:30.
This is the most beautiful house I've ever seen. It has everything in it.
You want it? I got it.
I didn't know you liked books.
They go with the couch. Sit down. Carl will be serving dinner in half an hour.
Aren't we going out?
Oh, we've eaten in every restaurant between here and Tijuana. We've been to the movies. We've been to clubs. We've been bowling. We've been every place but my place. Now we're here. We're gonna stay here. We've even been to bingo with your mother.
She's very beautiful.
Oh, yeah, your mother's okay.
Your ex-wife, isn't this her picture?
I wouldn't have her fingerprints in this house.
Who is she then? She looks like royalty or something.
A friend.
It's Addie Ross, isn't it? I wondered what she looked like.
Now you know. Drink up.
If she's a friend, how come she's face down in the drawer? Don't. I'm only human.
Then be human.
Please don't.
What am I out with, Doris Day here? How much longer is this gonna go on? Now, let's have another excuse.
I don't need an excuse. I told you I have very definite ideas about some things.
You haven't got any ideas. You have an act that's over 100 years old. Give a little, but promise a lot. Just so far, but no further. You know, a lot of names for this act of yours. Some of them, not so nice.
I've been getting good reports on you, Miss Finney. I think you have a real future at Holloway's. Let's go out to dinner and discuss your career. There's a new act for you. It has a beard a mile long. I didn't ask you out. You asked me out. The stockrooms are full of girls, aren't they?
Not like you.
Damn straight they're not like me. They don't know what they want.
Name it.
Not a $4 a week raise. I don't want a new car, a fur coat, a trip to Hawaii, or a diamond as big as the Ritz. You don't carry what I want in any of your 5 big stores, Mr. Holloway.
Well, you know how I feel about you.
How?
I've been married once. I stink at it. Stink at something, you leave it alone. That's the rule.
You would never break a rule?
Nope.
Not even for Addie Ross? What do you know? I was shooting in the dark. I want to go home. Where's my coat?
I'll call you a cab.
I'll walk. Where's my coat?
I said I'll call you a cab.
I can't afford a cab. I'm out of work.
Oh, come on, I'm not gonna fire you.
I quit.
Why? What for?
None of the others quit. Why should I? Is that it?
Well, it's too long a walk. I'll give you a ride home.
It is over, starting now. Don't lie awake nights trying to figure it out, Porter. It's just a new twist in the old act. Charging the Phipps extra for working New Year's Eve?
I'm not working for Rita Phipps tonight. I'm on loan.
I hate this dress. The neck
What
is
are you,
too
a garden
high.
rake?
I'm a star, honey. You remember, like MGM used to loan Clark Gable out to RKO for a picture? Well, the Phipps are loaning me to Ross.
Addie Ross is having a party?
Why can't I wear your black dress?
Hold still or I'll sew your knees together.
I hear they do that in China till a girl is 18.
It's not like you got someplace to wear it, Laura.
Would you just shut up and hold still?
Laura May, just hurry up, okay?
You want to do it yourself?
Laura May, why don't you leave her alone? Can't we have some peace around here even on New Year's Eve?
Oh, you got that all wrong, honey. You're getting it mixed up with Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve is when people go back to killing each other. Which reminds me, I gotta go to work. Well, Happy New Year, kids.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, honey.
Mazel tov.
Ma, Laura May's being selfish. I want to wear her black dress, and she won't let me.
Well, why don't you let her?
Ma!
Well, it ain't like you got someplace to go tonight.
She could have been going to a party at Mrs. Ross's house. I'll bet Porter Holloway's gonna be there.
Oh, Lord. Get down there and pick up that mess.
I didn't do it.
Here. Now get off my back.
Earrings?
Top left drawer.
Woo! Ma, unbutton me.
Unbutton you, okie doke.
Oh, I'll get it.
Lord.
Hello, May.
Hi, Nikki. Come on in. Floor show in 5 minutes. Sit down.
Aren't you going on tonight? Laura May?
Miss Finney at home?
Yes, sir, Mr. Holloway. She's just getting ready. She should be out in a couple minutes.
Do I know you?
I work at Holloway's. Main Street branch.
Uh-huh.
Shipping department.
Are you here to take Miss Finney out?
Yes, sir.
Well, you tell her I was by.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year, sir.
Laura May? Who's that young man in there?
Nikki Fletcher.
You known him long?
Long enough.
Where's he taking you?
Nikki and I thought we'd stay in tonight.
Beautiful.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Where am I left?
Now get dressed. We're going to Addie Ross's party.
No.
Damn you, Laura May.
Probably.
Now, you told me not to lie awake. For the last couple of weeks, that's all I've been doing. I've been lying awake, wondering where you are, who you're with, if he's touching you, where he's touching you.
You'll be late for the party.
Now, this is all a game, isn't it? You walk away, you quit your job.
That's right. It's all a game and I'm a big act. Well, now the show's over, so get out of here. And let go of my arm. Who the hell do you think you are?
What are you trying to do to me? I want to be with you. Don't you understand that?
You want. I know what you want. And you always get it, don't you? You're a big shot with a big house and a big car, fancy clothes, fancy friends, and now you want me. And you won't quit until you get me, if I let you.
Yeah, and you're a smart lady who wants a big house, a big car, and fancy clothes, and fancy friends. And you won't quit until you get it, if I let you.
It's cold.
I'm gonna let you. Did you hear me? I want to marry you. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. At least we'll be going in with our eyes wide open. No hearts and flowers. An even trade. Everything on the table. How about it?
Thanks for nothing.
Now, is that a yes or a no?
Yes!
You heard Mom.
this boat would keep on going and never dock.
Time to wake up, kid. The party's over.
Dad, I'd like to get out of here. Rita, it's just a block. I'd like to get my land legs.
Good evening, Mrs. Holloway. How was the picnic?
It was just fine, Carl. Is Mr. Holloway at home?
I don't believe so. Your mother's in the library.
Spitting is funny. I'll tell you when it's funny.
The sides
I know.
closed. Name
Open
something
your mouth
people
and
take off
close
when they
your
go to bed.
eyes. Here we go. Yum, 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 yum.
Is there makeup? Makeup.
How about you, sweetheart, huh? You want things to eat all your shower. Come on, sweet baby. Here, here, here.
They're glasses.
Ah, yummy, yummy,
Number
yummy.
one.
Here we go. Oh, yum. All right. Oh, oh, oh. No, 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 no. Here, let me.
Hurry, we're picking up Brad and Deborah at 7:30. Oh, it's all right.
Oh, cold water. Just cold water. Just put your hand in there. I'll get your shirt. I'm gonna kill you.
You almost did.
You didn't go fishing.
It puts me on your hit
You were
list.
wearing your good blue
Either
jacket.
I'm feeding the twins and you're answering your own phone. Or I'm answering your phone. And someone else is shoveling banana rice pudding.
Sorry, Sadie. Who is it?
His Majesty, the Prince of Prime Time.
Tell him I'm not home, and that I'll have to call him back.
Go ahead, take the call. This can wait.
It's been waiting through 6 innings, a round of 2 hot dogs apiece, and all 7 verses of Home on the Range. Where did you go this morning?
What is it?
I'm so happy to see you.
Take it easy, Rhea. I was on campus. We started casting today. I'm directing summer theater.
Kleenex.
Oh.
When did you get the job?
On my birthday. I was going to tell you, and then we had the blow up, and then I don't know. It doesn't pay, Rhea.
Don't look at me.
We're starting out with 12th night.
If music be the food of love, play on.
Very good.
It was Addie's birthday card.
Yeah, Addie's on the arts committee. She helped raise money for the program. She knew all about it.
I know I look terrible. But did you kiss me anyway?
Hey, better call His Majesty back.
He can wait.
they funny? Listen, bums. That's what you are, bums, you great big bum. Come on, pin him, pin him. Ah, he's terrible.
Mom.
Come on. Oh, I thought you was going to the club tonight. Where's Porter?
He's late.
Come on. Oh, they're terrible, these fellas. Come on, you great big bum. Do something. That referee, Laura May?
Porter is not late. He's just not coming home.
Well, what do you mean? What happened? Did he have an accident?
He fell in love. The doctors don't hold out much hope for recovery.
Come on, quit with the jokes.
Porter's run off with Addie Ross.
Says who?
Oh, Ma. She's got style. You can't buy it, you can't borrow it. You gotta be born with it. Or run off with somebody who's got it. He's always been in love with her.
Laura May, he didn't marry her. He married you.
He made an even trade. The only time I ever heard Porter mention love is when the judge said, "Repeat after me."
What about you?
I've got some pride.
A little too much is my guess.
Well, nobody's asking you to guess. Now it's over, it's finished, I told you, so let's forget it. If I want advice, I'll write to Dear Abby.
Yeah, maybe she'd tell you to shut your mouth.
Well, Laura May, if you was any younger, I'd smack you like I used to. Good evening, Porter.
Good evening, Ma. What's the matter? Something wrong?
You're late.
Well, give me a demerit.
I thought something might have happened to you.
And if it did, what would you do?
I don't know.
Well, I do. Build a fire in the backyard. Make a pitcher of martinis. Sing Dixie. Call your lawyer and find out the exact figures.
That's not true.
Thank you, Lord. After 3 years of being a devoted wife, finally the payoff.
Stop it.
Break your heart when I came home.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, what would you say?
Just where do you get off talking to me like that? You don't treat me like a wife. It's like I'm part of the inventory. You treat me like a piece of merchandise.
Well, show me something besides the price tag. Move it. We're late.
Want your cooking tasting like this, do you? A little dull. That's why you need Accent. This little package can wake up the flavor in your favorite cooking. Look, chicken, hamburgers, spaghetti sauce, vegetables, and salads. Accent enhances the natural flavor of your favorite food. You may not see the difference, but you'll taste the difference. Accent. It wakes up the flavor in your favorite food.
Evening, Mrs. Stoops.
Evening. Good evening, Kate.
Kate, would you bring in the hors d'oeuvres?
Hi, darling.
Is everything all right, then?
Everything's fine. Do you like the dress?
What becomes a legend most?
Addie Ross wore the same dress to the Hanleys last month. But I think it looks better on me.
Where's Brad?
He's not here.
Where is he?
Maybe it's none of our business, dear.
That's right. It's not your business. It's Brad's. Business, I mean. He had to stay over in San Carlos.
You spoke to him?
There was a message when I got home. His secretary left it. At least Kate thought it was his secretary. The woman didn't leave
A name. Just the message.
Whom should we toast?
Addie Ross, I think. She's moved east, you know. Bon voyage, Addie.
Moved east. You don't mean permanently.
Rita didn't tell you?
Oh, come on, Addie. Wouldn't just take off without saying goodbye. Brad know about it?
Oh, about it. We don't have to go to the club.
What?
I want to go. Deborah. You ready? I'll just be a minute. Deborah.
Don't leave me in the dark. I'll only bungle and say the wrong thing. What's going on?
Brad's run away with Addie Ross.
Remember my first time here?
Drink?
I fell flat on my face and got sick all over my shoes. Wanted to turn around and go home.
Drink? Ready? We have another.
Now this is my home. That huge old house. I never thought I'd get used to such a place. Tonight, coming down the stairs, I realized I love it. The garden. The window seat where Laura May and I have coffee sometimes. I belong here, and I didn't even know it. I was so busy trying. I'm gonna miss everything.
Why? You going someplace?
Back to Mill Creek, I guess.
Oh, that's good. Brad likes to ski.
Thank you, Vince.
Why didn't you ask Deborah to dance?
I'm a lousy dancer. Ask my wife.
Please, don't fight.
How would your wife know? When was the last time you danced with her?
Well, she didn't marry me for my dancing. She married me for an annuity.
Sure is taking a long time to collect.
Stop it, Laura May. Why don't you tell them how you really feel?
Don't get upset.
I'm not upset. I just don't want them to fight. It's so dumb.
How about a dance?
I'm sorry, Laura May. I'm sorry, Porter. I'm sorry. I thought it would be all right to come, but it's not. I'm just ruining the evening.
No, you're not.
You and Laura May can't even look me in the eye. You feel so sorry for me. George and Porter must be wondering what's going on.
I know.
Well, then, my husband's run away with Addie Ross. There. Wasn't as hard as I thought. I'm awfully tired. I better be getting home.
Yeah. Let it go. Sit down.
You're drunk.
Now, everybody stay out of this. It's between Deborah and me. Now, you listen to me because I know what I'm talking about. A man can think about running off. You know, he can even pack a bag. Take a plane. But then maybe something stops him. Like he's paralyzed down on his feet. And he can't go any more than he could jump off a roof.
Addie wrote a letter.
Do I have to spell it out for you? I'm the one, not Brad. He didn't run off. I did.
But you're here.
Man can change his mind. Now you heard it from the witnesses. Get yourself a good lawyer. Plead me for representing a guy.
He didn't have to do that. She'd found out in the morning.
Maybe he was thinking she'd have a rough night.
I'll take that dance now. If Rita doesn't mind.
I'll quit if you will. Smoking's a lousy habit.
Didn't you hear what I said in there?
You always talk a lot of garbage when you're like that. Guess I've just stopped listening.
Yeah? I'll give you a good laugh. I'm on my way to the airport, and I pull over for gas, I fill up, I get back on the freeway. After a couple of miles, I realize I'm not going to the airport. I'm heading in the other direction.
Say it. All right. I'll say it first. I love you. I wish you'd wake up one morning busted flat so I could prove to you how much. Say it, damn you.
I never loved anybody.
Let's go home.
Oh, Freddie, I'd like a bottle of champagne for the day.
What kind, Mrs. Phipps?
What does Addie Ross always order?
Dom Perignon.
Then anything except that. And Freddie, could you bring a pencil and a scrap of paper?
That's right, Rita. It's a terrific story. Just make sure you spell my name right. Hi-ho. Good night, everybody.